I'm going to show you how to add a Google document with editing rights to it. I am typically someone that uses Google Forms a lot in my classroom. Being a music teacher, I use a lot of recordings also from Google Drive. After this with this class and working on that with the edited or being able to share a document and giving the kids editing rights, I kind of maybe switching a little bit to thinking that this might be the easier route to go for students, since Google Docs is something that they use a lot. So the first thing you're going to do is click on your classwork tab. I'm just going to give you an example of under my solo work topic here. So you're going to hit create. Okay, you're going to create the assignment. And I'm just going to go ahead and call this Peer Solo Reviews. Okay, next what you're going to do to add the document is you're going to hit the add and you're going to go to Drive. So your Google Drive should be synced to this Google Classroom because you already are logged in. Right here is my document that I'm going to use. Okay, you're going to hit add. Over here on the drop down arrow, it's going to give you three options. It's going to give you students can view, which means that they are only allowed to look at it. They are not allowed to edit it. Students can edit it, which means they can add their own stuff to the document. Or you can make a copy for each student, meaning each student would only have their own to edit and view. So I am showing you how to add a document where students can edit. So you're going to hit students can edit file. So what that means is when I go into this assignment and I open it, here is the document. So what this means that is all students that are enrolled in this class will be able to add their own stuff to this document. So instead of having a Google form where sometimes it's really hard to read, I will have a layout like this, and I'm letting students change their font and font color, which they'll think is extremely enjoyable. And students will also be able to access all of each other's added recordings and comments on this one document. Instead of me having to share it back out with them, they will always automatically have this and should be easy to reference to. So like I said, I am kind of leaning more towards using these documents with editing rights versus Google Forms down the road, because I think it'll be beneficial and easier for everyone involved. One word of advice: when you are using the Google Doc or using Google Docs, I would always make sure that you have the Google Doc created already in your drive before you try to add it. That way when you try to add it, you can find it easier instead of having to create one as you are going, which would be a lot more confusing. So just make sure that your document is already in your drive. Create the document before you create the assignment.